Yeah, well, so no matter what I do, I just end up with more stuff. My landlord got new appliances, so he gave me these to do with what I please. Probably gonna sell the stove. I do have the drawer. And I think I might swap out my current washer and dryer for this washer and dryer because these ones are a lot nicer. So I might do that. And we did sell some things. So we actually have to locate a toaster that we sold, I think for 60 bucks. We did pretty good on the toaster. Sorry about my voice. It's still pretty early in the morning and I can't drink coffee anymore. So I'm just waking up slowly. Actually, I believe the toaster I'm looking for is back down here. Oh my gosh. Organization and me are not friends. I think it's this toaster, but I have to check for sure. Alright, yeah, I'm pretty sure it is this toaster. So, one thing down. While we're going by here, we might as well grab, oh my gosh, that coffee mug right there. There's also another coffee mug, I do believe, is stashed in this cupboard. Yep, there it is. Also sold this coffee mug. Rich sold a bunch of like weird paperwork too, and he's still sleeping, so we're gonna have to wait for him to get up to pull all that stuff out. Alright, Rich is up. He's got all the paperwork out on the table that has sold. This is everything. I will start at the beginning once my eBay loads on my phone. Actually, we're just going to start with this piece in the front because I think it's an avenue that not a lot of people even realize is a thing. If you follow us on Instagram, which is at Collective Treasures Pickin', if you want to follow us, we have been taking apart a Shark vacuum cleaner. A nice Shark vacuum cleaner. I'll show you why somebody threw it away. Over here in the hoard is this vacuum cleaner that we are currently still in the process of taking apart. This is why they threw it away. This is aluminum, so we can scrap that. But there are lots of parts and pieces on this thing that are worth money that people normally wouldn't look at. This piece being one of them. We listed it for $30 or best offer, ended up getting a $20 offer. Shoot, we're already in profit. Look at that, because it was free, we garbage picked it. So this piece is going out. Obviously we have no money into it, and 20 bucks plus the cost of shipping. Next, we have this Heathkit Assembly Manual, solid state stereo amplifier book of sorts that does not go with it. That is from something else. Sold it for 10 bucks. Like I said, Rich is going through his paperwork hoard apparently. And this stuff sells incredibly fast. It is insane how quickly vintage hi-fi stereo stuff sells. Paperwork, pieces, parts. It is incredible to me how fast this stuff sells. So 10 bucks on this, plus the cost of shipping. This is also kind of an interesting sale. Originally, we pulled this out of one of those decrepit houses that we were clearing out. I originally threw this in the scrap pile. And then when we were taking the scrap last time we went, it dawned on me that this is an antique Wagner ware cast iron pot, and maybe I should try to sell it for somebody who might want to restore it. So I ended up just throwing it up on auction with a 99-cent start bid plus the cost of shipping. It's a 10-inch pot, and it ended up selling for $7.49. I'm not sure what that is in lieu of what we would have gotten from the scrapyard, but I'm sure it's more, plus the cost of shipping, so I'm not losing money, and somebody gets to restore it or it gets to stick around, which is kind of nice. So we're going to get that packaged up next. This is just a various lot of Fisher pieces in general. I mean, there's nothing super fantastic or fancy, but it's sold nonetheless for $5 plus the cost of shipping. It's not too bad on that one. And we sold the Otagari owl mug. This stuck around a lot longer than I thought it would. We picked this up at a garage sale over the summer at a church. I think we spent somewhere in the 50-cent range for that, and it ended up selling on eBay for 10 bucks. So even though we held on to it for a little bit longer than I would have hoped, it did sell for 10 bucks. So we made some decent profit. And I guess we'll just stick with coffee mugs since this one also sold. It's weird, you know, we hold on to coffee mugs for freaking ever and then all of a sudden we sell 2. The 2012 Suba Films limited a yellow submarine product. Trying to video here, babe. Ignore his tape sounds. But we sold that for 15 bucks. Again, we've held on to this for a lot longer than I thought it would. I don't think it's ever been used. It's got the same sticker on it. If that would have been washed, that sticker would have came off. It's not too bad on the coffee mugs, even though we held on to them for a lot longer than I would have liked to. And we'll stick with the paperwork. Instruction manual, another one for a ST70 watt integrated stereo amplifier. More random paperwork. That sold for 10 bucks plus the cost of shipping. And then I think we have one more little piece here that has something to do with stereos. It's a vintage Shure M75-6 Stereophono cartridge, and that sold for $11 also on eBay. Now we have one thing that we sold over on Etsy, and it was actually a pretty decent sale. I recently listed this one. I still have one toaster to list, but I'm getting there. It's just taking me a while. This one is a Victor brand 2-slice electric toaster, and it is going to the United Kingdom if I remember correctly. Yep, it's going to the UK. We sold it for $60 and they spent $71.10 to ship this thing to the UK. It does work, although considering its age, I don't know, that's real sketchy to actually use it. And I did put that in the listing. Like, this has the original cord, it does work, but it's really sketchy to actually try to use it. But it's cool. These things are very collectible. Some of these models are worth a decent amount of money. And I still have one tucked in this corner that I still need to list on eBay and Etsy. Jeez, he's making noise. But I do think that that wraps up what we sold. I think we're going to take some stuff out to the antique booth. Oh man, I almost left without you guys. That would have been freaking horrible. We're loaded. We're off. Okay, we have made it to the booth, and there was an actual reason why we had to go today. I had to grab this t-shirt because we got an $8 offer on it on Mercari. So, since it's been sitting around for freaking ever, I plan on taking it. Therefore, we needed it, and it was here. So now I can accept that $8 offer. We did drop off a couple new items, nothing major. Plant stand. Gonna start taking winter stuff out of here, replacing it with spring and summer stuff.
You got this right here.
What?
The bag.
Oh yeah, there's a Afghan in there. Also dropping this piece off. And taking, we switched out ladders. Dropped that $15 ladder off. I'm going to take the other blanket ladder home. And also brought this antique lampshade that we garbage picked a long freaking time ago. I think it's not moving because the size of the box on eBay is rather ridiculous. Therefore, shipping is rather ridiculous. But everything else is, you know, it is what it is. We haven't really moved all that much. Dropping this off as well. Got that out of one of those houses that we're clearing. We actually do have clearance to go into the one with the squatters. We just have to get over there. Yeah, I mean, doesn't look too bad. Things are just not moving. We actually have a really high bill this month. We've only sold like 6 things in the month of January. Like really, really slow. We gotta remember these 2 things as well. So you guys want to hear the funniest thing that is actually not funny at all? So we went out there, got the shirt, came back to the truck. I tried to accept the $8 offer for the t-shirt, and I get a notice that says there is a problem with the buyer's payment. And the transaction could not be completed. I rearranged our entire day to go to the booth to get this shirt, so that really freaking sucks. Wow. And as I was laying in a bathtub reading a book, Rich sold $80 in freaking CDs. Unfreaking believable. I'm about it. I made my first coconut curry. Not sure I like the smell of it, but we'll see what happens. And I'm going to go eat dinner and chillax. Bye, guys.